Good morning, good afternoon, everyone. This is the Valiant Effort podcast. Today we have Stephen and Cameron, as well as myself, Ryan. Um,
Hello. Hello. How's it going?
it's going wonderful. How are you?
Good, man. How you been? Cam, how you been, man?
Been good, been good. I'm coming in with the itis though. I got the clap. It's flu season, so stay frosty out there, guys.
Great, great.
Today we got some new releases to talk about for sure, and then I think after that we're just gonna talk about some other stuff. Stephen, do you have anything you're dying to talk about?
No, I got some stuff I can throw out there though. I got some fresh off the pan new releases. So first off, we got a Pine Grove single,
Okay.
October 30th. This is off their upcoming Yellow album. I'm not sure if you've seen the cover art for it. You know what I'm talking about?
No, I actually don't.
Okay, so I mean, they got the gray and red album, they got the blue album, and now they got the yellow album. So they're
Okay.
kind of changing up color schemes with every album. I don't know what it's gonna be called, but yeah, it's a cool little single, classic Pine Grove, sticking to their roots, staying true to who they are.
What's it
Um,
called?
it's called Phase. Sorry, I should have said that. I think yeah,
Phase.
Phase by Pine Grove. Great little single.
Kind of
I
like
just saw them live too. There has been recent negative press surrounding the band. Um, Still amazing live shows.
um what was I gonna say? Oh, is it kind of like they're like folky, like rock with country undertones, sort of?
Yeah, yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's folk rock. Yeah, um, Evan, lead singer. Uh, it's classic Evan. Great voice. He does like the pitchiness, but like in a artistic way.
Yeah, I feel it. All right. Cameron, do you have anything you want to talk about?
Um, no, not really. I'm just ready to get into the review here.
Well, I know there's a an album that dropped that
Oh yeah,
you are a huge fan of this artist.
oh yeah. Are we getting into that now, or are we doing that
I
Well,
later?
think
I got some more stuff I can drop too
okay,
here.
okay, Steve, you want to drop some
You
more
want to
stuff?
save it? Yeah, let me just take over. Like, I got some stuff. I got some stuff. So, interesting new single from Vince Staples. It's called Sheet Music Episode 2. That came out on the 31st. Huge banger. It's a just Vince Staples banger. A lot of inspiration. He's genre blending from a lot of different hip hop artists, but it's cool.
So
Big
Vince
banger.
Staples, has he been doing like some kind of like new series or something? Because I know that's like the episode two or whatever. Is there like an episode one or?
I do not know this. I
I mean,
Yeah, I couldn't tell you that.
cause I've seen on Spotify new releases. He's been like pretty consistently putting out new stuff, and I don't know if they're all just singles or if they're part of a project or something. But I did like his last. Well, it wasn't his last album. It was second to last. Big Fish Theory. I was a pretty big fan of that.
Yeah, Big Fish Theory was good.
Yeah, that Juicy J.
Yeah, Big Fish Theory slaps, dude. Bumped in the whip.
Oh yeah, the Juicy J feature actually went hard, and I'm not a huge
Dude,
Juicy J fan, but
I feel
like,
like Juicy J features always go hard.
if you're a fan of like the same flow over and over again, but it
I
like
mean, you're
worked
not
that
wrong,
time.
but yeah, I don't know. Dark Horse by Katy Perry.
Okay, yeah, that
It
shit was
worked.
that was a banger.
It works.
Which that song was actually stolen from people. Ghost written that song was a commercial AF. Look into it. There's a lot of propaganda. It was actually in a lawsuit just popped this year. Fun
Really?
fact. Yeah, huge multi-million-dollar lawsuut. It like stole from another artist. Like look it up. Look into it. I don't
I
really know the
mean,
details. I don't want to, you know.
I'm not really
Anyway,
surprised, honestly.
carry on. They don't want to poop on your parade there, but
It's a good song. It's a Juicy J feature. It's good.
Have you guys heard the most recent Vince Staples album? I think it's called like
No,
FM.
no, I've not.
I don't know. I haven't really looked into it, but I did like Big Fish Theory, so it's like if he puts out another project, I'll definitely listen to it.
Yeah, Big Fish Theory was big brain. Yeah.
True.
Okay,
Um,
well, another new release. If I can just keep going with it here,
yeah, good, get it.
we have Earl Sweatshirt released a little EP called "Feet of Clay" November 1st.
I actually could probably go on
It's,
a rant about that.
you want to go on a rant about it?
Going on a rant about it.
Yeah.
Why?
Okay.
What's your rant?
Cause like, so Earl Sweatshirt. You guys know I'm a big, huge Earl Sweatshirt fan, and I have been since like Odd Future days.
Right, right.
He, I don't know. He always captivated me with like his really intricate rhyme schemes and his flow that was just like, it never lets up. And he does a lot of his own production. There's a lot of like jazz influence, like funky stuff, and I'm a really big fan of that. But I mean, taking it back to like Doris and I Don't Like Shit, I Don't Go Outside, those were fucking incredible, and I think they're honestly some of the best rap albums, like, period.
Yeah, I think his last one was like that too. His last one was incredible.
I mean, I had it on my year end list, but looking back on it, I'm just like, dude, there's no reason that I should listen to a rap song and not be able to hear the lyrics.
Oh, you can definitely hear the lyrics. I hear the lyrics fine.
Bro, it's mixed
And the
so
lyrics
fucking
are
bad.
the lyrics are insane on it too.
Yeah, that's why I want them to be at the forefront. I want to actually hear what this dude is saying, and he mixes the instrumentals and the
Yeah.
vocals so poorly that you
Oh.
can't even fucking hear what he's saying.
No, that's not how. It's not poorly. That's just the mix, dude. Like this guy's just got a mix. He's got this vision, and he just uses everything, blends it together in this like
Bro,
fucking art piece.
this is part of my rant. I am sick of people mixing poorly and saying, "No, dude, that's just
It's
how
not
it's
poor
supposed to
mixing.
be." It's fucking
It is poor.
terrible.
It is
No.
poor. It's poor.
No, it's not,
It's
It's
not.
pretty bad.
That's like okay.
it's
That's
not.
like someone being like,
dude. We
I'm
couldn't mix
gonna.
like that if we tried.
Yeah, I probably could.
It's intentionally supposed to sound like bedroom rap. Like,
Yeah,
to
and
me.
I fucking hate it. It's like someone splattering paint on paper and being like, "Yeah,
Yeah, but
I have so many visions of this. It's like so artistic." I'm like, "No, you just fucking splattered it on paper."
dude, the instrumentals are cutting edge. He makes all of them himself. I'm pretty sure. Like the
I like
instrumentals
the
are great.
instrumentals, but you can't even hear what he's fucking saying. And when you get a glimpse of it, you're
Yes,
like,
you
"Oh shit,
can.
this is like next level." And that's why I want to hear what he actually has to say.
Yeah, but maybe that's kind of like
I didn't
how.
like. I didn't have a hard time hearing what he had to say on the new album or this new EP. Like it was, he's pretty clear on it. I don't know if you did. You listen to it much? Or
Yeah,
at
I
all?
did, and it was like the same as some rap songs where you can't like decipher
Dude,
it.
some rap songs is not like I don't feel like it's some kind of crazy album where you can't understand the lyrics and it's like noited or anything. I feel like it's a more like jazzy, like lo-fi bedroom rap. Like I don't
No,
know.
what I'm trying to say is like it's not that I can't understand the lyrics. It's that I can't hear what he's saying. Like it's cuz it's so fucking poorly mixed that the instrumentals are too loud at some points, the vocals are too low at some points. You just there's no clear vision. It's just like what were you even trying to do here? It's like you half-assed an album.
No, I feel like there is a vision because he's bringing so many different like sounds together, and then the way he like everything plays and flows with each other, bro. Like the
Honestly,
last one,
go ahead.
uh, well, the last one was 23 minutes. Great. I know that this one's shorter at 15, but I haven't really heard the new one. Steve just showed me a couple bangers, which I really fucked with.
I mean,
I think it's good. I like it. Like I wasn't a huge fan of some rap songs, but like now that I hear this, like the vision is sinking in. It's just seeping into me. So I kind of want to go back and listen to some rap songs more and just like see how I feel about it again.
Dude, I think Earl's going through a lot. This is a good representation of it because it's like when Mac Miller was going through a lot, he made some of his best albums or some of like deep, darkest albums. And I think that's what Earl's going through. It's like protect Earl. Like I'm worried about this guy.
Protect Earl, 2019.
I see that too, but a part of me knows that Earl Sweatshirt has that like depressive nature where he is not going to want to create. And I mean, he talked about it in an interview with NPR back when I Don't Like Shit, I Don't Go Outside was released. He said like the label was hounding him to like get shit done, and he was just like, no, I just don't want to do it. And I feel like a part of that, this is speculation, but I feel like a part of that could be like, oh, I'm just gonna stick it to the label and be like releasing this half-ass shit, and people are just gonna think it's great, and I don't even care anymore.
No, I feel like there's definitely a niche market. Like, there's a lot of shit on YouTube I've seen about people who like praising some rap songs, and there's a lot of deep lore behind it. Like, he samples a lot of his like uncle's poetry and like his dad's like music and shit in it, and he like talks a lot about like just his life, like a lot about the Tyler beef too. So like,
Yeah.
there's a lot in that, and there's a lot in that 23 minutes, and I think that's what was beautiful about it. He's packing a lot into shortness. It's just different. It's a unique sound. Like, it's nothing you've heard before. So I understand if you don't like it. I mean,
But
if you like old. Or...
I'm trying to like it is the thing. I want to like it so bad, but it's not at the forefront. It's not in the front of the mix, and I just can't like it because of that.
Well,
All right.
polarizing art released
Yep.
from Earl Sweatshirt on this Halloween weekend. So we're gonna. You guys want to move into turnover?
Yeah, I guess so.
All right.
I don't have a whole lot to say about turnover either. So I'm gonna kind of like let you guys talk about it.
You don't get a lot to say about Turnover?
No, I don't.
Damn, bro. Why you didn't listen to it or what?
I listened to like 70% of it.
Okay. So yeah. Well, I'll just start it off. Unless Cam, do you want to start this off? Like, I know you're a huge Day One Turnover fan.
You're cutting out. Steve? New Steve lagged out or something.
Hello. Sorry. Okay, we're back. Day One Turnover fan. Been rocking with them since 2015. We saw them at the live show at The World Is. It's huge lore. Go ahead and start us off, Cam. What do you think about this album?
This album really shocked me. I'm really loving this album. I mean, the fucking vibe. I'm getting like a 90s fucking Bob Ross vibe. Like, Life is Good. We're in the 90s. Orange VHS, like Intermission. They got the jazz. They got the sax. It's just soothing. They change it up. And he comes in on multiple songs with vocals I've never heard Austin get down to. And he does it like Jeff Buckley does. He slips into these instrumentals like warm bath water. Like, imagine a warm bath and you just slip slowly your body. You feel warm, you feel like soothed. I feel like that's what this album does to me.
That was a great like sensory detail.
That's what it does to me. I think this album's great. It's nostalgia, the art, I love the vision.
Yeah, I agree with that. I like this album a lot. I'd say this is a psychedelic romance album. It's deep, romantic, smooth jazz, just sprinkling. Like, yeah, it's exactly how Cameron described it. Like bathtub candles. Put a bath bomb in there. Like, we're taking warm baths in 2019.
There's one
it's
problem.
Okay.
There's one problem. Me being a turnover head. The last two of them were pretty meaty. They're like 40, 50 minutes in length. This one, 35. So this is the shortest turnover album we've had since their first. And I feel that a lot. Like, I get really fucking into it and I'm loving it, and then it just ends. 35 minutes. I feel like it could have used like 2 more cuts that just like cut deep or did something more on top, because I don't know. It just feels a little short to me. But I love everything that's there. I love everything that's there, though. I want more.
You know what I will say too is the lyrics. I feel like were slightly downgraded from previous turnover works.
Okay, I gotta disagree with you on that one, because there's a couple lyrics on here that just cut deep.
I'll give you that. There's a few, but it's not like, some songs are just lyrically like a little, basic. Parties. Like, Parties is my favorite song on the album. Don't get me wrong, love it. Whole New Wave, but I don't know. something just got to me about the lyrics. A little,
Really?
yeah, it's just like, yeah, I didn't want to go to this party, and then we went to the party, and now we're fucking like dancing.
Classic turnover head. I've noticed imagery a lot. He mentions parties a lot because he mentioned it on Peripheral Vision, where he met at the sister's wedding or whatever. And then I'm pretty sure there's also a reference to on the last album where they're at a party like dancing and shit. The lights low or something. So I don't know, just imagery there from Austin Gitz that I've noticed reoccurring. Interesting, but I feel like there's a lot of lyrics in here that cut deep, but they've never really been about the lyrics. I guess like
Oh, dude, I disagree. I feel like you disagree too, dude.
really.
They've always been about the lyrics.
Oh, they've always had great lyrics. Don't get me wrong, but like I feel like they just hit on every aspect. I don't know. This is one of my favorite bands of all time. Fun fact: every album they've ever dropped has hit my number one of that year. So, I mean, that might be a little forewarning for this year. I
Since
don't want to say
2015.
anything. Yeah, 2015. Peripheral Vision and Good Nature both hit number one. So we'll see this year. I got to sit with it for a little bit, but really loving it. Ryan?
Not to like shit on your guys' parade, but I don't really care for this album at all.
Wow. Really?
It just like so Turnover starting off as like a pop punk band and releasing Magnolia and that other EP and stuff. That was cool. And then when they released Peripheral Vision, I was like, oh hell yeah, this shit is dope
Yeah.
because it was like a whole reinventing their style. And I know like some people might not like that, but
And that's when they popped.
yeah, that's when they got huge, and I was like, all right, I'm down with this. But then it
Yep.
just seemed like a decline after that for me
No.
because
Dude.
Good Nature was I didn't mind Good Nature. I didn't think it was incredible, but there were probably like 3 songs on it that I would go back to.
Good Nature
And
slapped.
Yeah.
dude, I'm just
I
saying
don't
like
know.
I'm getting sick of their style. It's getting boring to me. Like it just seems like a decline from Peripheral Vision going down to Good Nature, and then this is like pretty far below that. Like altogether doesn't seem like that great to me. It's boring to me. Um,
Really?
there's nothing that really stood out. Like I can recognize that they like changed up the style a little bit, adding like the sax and the jazz elements and even a little bit of funk, but like I don't really care for it at all. Like nothing grabbed my attention. I actually had to listen to this album in 2
Wow.
different sessions. The first I only listened to like 3 songs and then I switched to something else. And then the next I listened to like another 4 and then I was like, dude, I'm not even going to finish this album. I don't really like think anything is going to grab my attention.
Dude, I feel like right from the intro it grabs your attention. And I like
Well, one reason why I didn't think it was great was the vocals.
what?
Really?
Like
Wait.
Dude, he elevated.
not really, dude. Like they're just boring. Like
No.
I don't
there's
know.
no there's no vocal performance in this whole album that I've listened
Oh,
to
don't not even. Dude,
that
parties at the climax of parties when he just does something he never did before on the mic. It's just out of character and it
dude,
hits.
I don't even know what you're talking about because I can't even remember it. It was that boring.
I feel like the vocals on Peripheral Vision were way more boring in terms of just like what he's doing with the vocals
But they
than
were
this
like more
album.
memorable. I mean, I can actually recite that whole album basically. Like it's
I
it
mean, you've had a lot more time with it too. Like Parties has been in my head on repeat. It's just stuck in my head.
Yeah, like I'm not good at making conversation.
it doesn't grab me, dude. Like
Yeah, I mean that's
it doesn't grab me at all. And Peripheral Vision grabbed me like it gripped my soul. And then
Alright.
Sunshine or not Sunshine type, what's it called? Good Nature.
Good nature.
That kind of like
was
loosened
a
its grip to me.
Very pleasant album. Very pleasant album.
I mean, it was good, but Peripheral Vision gripped my soul. Good Nature loosened the grip. Altogether, let it go.
That's so harsh.
It's
Dude,
just
I
how
feel
I
like
feel.
Thing about Turnover is they're like every album is a complete stylistic change, which you gotta respect. Them
Yeah,
for.
I
like
don't agree with that.
every album since their very first, like
They have not released two albums that are really comparable stylistically.
I would disagree with that completely.
what?
Really, what would you compare?
The last three albums, I think they're all relatively the same style,
No.
with the exception of All Together has like more jazzy elements to it, but it's like the same shit, dude.
Dude, I don't know why you don't enjoy that like jazzy, like nostalgic 80s, 90s noir kind of vibe. Like I feel like it mixes so well with the Turnover like blend of their like strings and shit.
I,
Like it makes me just feel like Bob Ross. It makes me feel like retro, and I love like the whole visuals they do for the album. The videos are great, like the art.
I mean, it's not like I don't like nostalgia. I fucking love nostalgic shit, but I don't think it's that. I just think it's boring in this sense.
Interesting.
It's fair.
I guess we're gonna have to disagree because this is, I don't know, guys. We'll see. Top one, third time in a row. We'll see, guys. We'll wait till the end of the year. We'll wait.
We'll have to see. Yeah, we'll have to see. I think this could definitely make a year-end list for me and for a lot of people out
Oh
there.
yeah.
I'll give it
Yeah,
a
for
solid
sure.
we'll see.
All right.
Um,
Alrighty.
I have
Um,
like one single I can talk about.
All right. Yeah. Drop it.
So, Miguel, the R&B singer,
Mm-hmm.
he released a song called Funeral, and I think it's pretty good. It's like kind of like a funky, like heavy bass, um, really like catchy vocals, and like just some like it's just a Miguel banger. Like I only heard it like one time. I listened to it today on the way home, and I was like, damn, I gotta say something about this on the podcast because it is actually really good. And if he's like planning on making or releasing an album similar to it, um, I think it's gonna be really good because I mean I don't know if it'll be this year, maybe next year or something, but I wasn't like a huge fan of War and Leisure, his past album, but as you guys probably know, the one before that, Wild Heart, I was like a fucking stan for that album,
Yeah.
and still am. So if it's
Yeah, I
anything
mean,
like that, I'll be
I loved
excited.
the song Skywalker. I'll say that. Skywalker
Yeah, I like
was
that
on
song too.
constant rotation for me. That song just hits on another level.
With Travis
But
Scott.
yep, Travis Scott. But yeah, I have to check this Funeral. So it sounds dark.
It is kind of
Sounds
dark. It's like he says like send my best to your mom and dad for like a daughter that I've slain. And so I'm not really sure if it's
Whoa.
like I'm not really sure if it's supposed to be like literal, maybe like a figurative like analogy for something, but it
Yeah.
seems a little out of character for Miguel to be like talking about murder, so
No, yeah, that's crazy.
yeah.
That's wild.
But definitely check that out if you guys get a chance.
Yeah,
Hopefully
I'll
the new album or project is like it.
have to put that in the playlist. Bump it in the whip, see what it bumps like, you know.
Yeah. Oh, it'll bump, dude. It's called Funeral. Cameron, do you have anything you need to talk about?
No, not really anything. I mean, we can take it to the next segment.
Okay, so we don't have a ton of new releases like that really other than what we talked about that we really paid attention to. So I'm just going to open up the floor for anybody that wants to talk about maybe like an album that they like regardless of when it was released or like, a song or an artist or anything. Crickets chirping.
All right.
10-4.
So, does anyone want to talk about
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z,
I mean, we
what about
could
Jay-Z?
I want to talk
yeah.
about like, what is one of the best Jay-Z songs of all time? Because I think "Feeling It" is the best.
What album is that from?
Reasonable Doubt. He quote unquote jiggy jigga getting gully in the gut. If y'all. Anyway, what are your guys' like definitive Jay-Z?
No,
Like,
I wouldn't have a definitive one.
Dude, I can't even pick. I don't know
Just
if I
like
can pick a top
right
three.
off tip, I'd say Big Pimpin' is up there.
dude, come on, that's so like cliche.
Dude, come
Hey,
on.
Big Pimpin' is the song that got me into rap music.
What? You remember the song that got you into rap?
Yes, because I was like, when did that come out? Like early
Years
2000s?
ago. Yeah.
Like I was pretty young when that came out, and I heard it on my dad's like iPod Nano, and I was like, wait, I've been like
Wait,
ignoring
Tim
this
had
genre.
that? Tim had that?
Yeah, he did. He had like one of those like
Okay.
one of those long black iPod Nanos with a little screen on it and the
Yeah,
like
I
the
know what
wheel,
you're talking
I
about.
know exactly what you're talking
but it
You
was
can
like
play,
an
like,
old
Google
one,
about.
Or whatever.
and I
Dude,
heard
that's so
it.
funny because that's how I discovered Chris Rock was on like my dad's fucking Nano. Like you never get the pick because you were like young at that time, so you just listened to what the fuck was on it.
Yeah. I was like, hey, we were at I think we were at like the Secretary of State because he had to like renew his license or something, and he brought me with him. I was probably like, I don't even know, like 10.
You're just a
And-
young nine-eye, young nematode.
I was just a young nematode, bro. And I was like, hey, can I listen to your iPod? Because I was so bored. And he's like, yeah, sure. So I'm like 10 years old, and I put on Big Pimpin' by Jay-Z. And it's like, Big Pimp. I'm like, wait, this shit bangs, bro. Like,
Did you like throw your ass back in the middle of the DMV?
not quite, but I was just like, how have I been like not? It's probably because rap music tends to be more explicit, and I wasn't really allowed to listen.
I'm just
to it.
surprised you could recall the exact song. Like I feel like I was just born like into this shit. Like you're just slapping all around.
I didn't even listen to rap until I was like 10 or 12.
Actually, no, maybe Fat Joe. I think Fat Joe was the thing that got me in it.
Fat Joe.
Really?
Yeah, Fat Joe. I remember I'm begging my grandma to buy me a Fat Joe record at Target, but it had like, but I was like 5 years old. It had an explicit label on it. She's like, I don't know if I should buy this for you, boy. And I was like, please, grandma. And she's like, no, I'll get you the Black Eyed Peas instead. So that was when the Black Eyed Peas thing started. But
Hey,
It was Fat
Black
Joe, I
Eyed
was
Peas.
really-
Black Eyed Peas go hard. I don't care
yeah, it was
what
monkey
anybody
business
says.
too. It was a good year, monkey business.
Monkey business?
Yeah, good year.
I'm an Ella Funk fan.
I'm a huge Ella Funk fan.
Yeah. Don't forget about the end.
Oh, dude. I love the end.
Yeah.
Black Eyed Peas, not to go off on a tangent, but they were like revolutionary.
Tangent
when they,
started.
When they like when they released the end, that was way ahead of their time.
Oh yeah.
Because
It's
that
still
was like
like
2010, 2011, and I hear shit from that, and I'm like, this could be popular now.
yeah.
No,
Dude,
I
those
feel like-
songs are still played all the time. All
Does
the
Fergie
fucking
even
time.
have the looks anymore? Like I feel like Fergie's looking kind of butch
Dude,
now.
don't even
Hey,
disrespect.
chill out, my
Like,
girl.
And I love Fergie.
Step off. Bro.
No,
Hey,
hey, I love Fergie. I love Fergie. Okay.
there will be no Fergie slander on this podcast.
No Fergie slander for sure. Fergalicious banger. Glamorous
True.
and
Glamorous.
fucking incredible. Glamorous is incredible.
Big girls don't cry.
That's lower tier.
That one like is roller rink classic. Like,
That's lower tier as fuck.
Yeah, but
Bro,
you
they
gotta
put that on the
recognize it for
roller.
what it is, bro.
No, I hate that one, dude. It's not that
You
angry.
hate it. What
like
about
London
London
Bridges?
Bridge? Oh, we
Bridges.
said it at the same time.
10 out of 10.
That's a skating station classic right there.
True.
Is it?
Yeah, dude, they play that at skating station all the time.
Dude, I heard Big Girls Don't Cry. Too.
I remember looking at the set list because you could like request one from the DJ, and I remember specifically with my retinas recall the moment I saw London Bridges on the fucking set like request list. So, but
Nice.
That's awesome. So I don't know what we were like actually. Were we talking about Jay Z?
Yeah, Jay-Z, best iconic song. I'm saying Feeling It. Um, Jiggy Jigga.
I don't know if
I
I
might say
could.
like Heart of a City. Song Cry. Song Cry gets me deep emotional. Honestly, the Black Album could make it too. Anything from the Black Album.
Okay.
I would
Black
say
Album.
I'd probably go 99 Problems is an iconic Jay Z song.
Yep.
And if you're just talking about like straight up like you hear this and that like embodies Jay Z,
Hard. No, what's the one with Mariah Carey?
are you thinking of
Ooh,
Empire State of Mind with
Empire
Alicia
State of
Keys?
Mind.
Yeah, that one hit. That one hit.
I was just about to
Hard.
say Empire State of Mind. I really
That
I
was.
felt it.
Hard, yeah.
Because
Because
I
it's like the
was.
whole New York shtick with it.
Yeah. That shit goes hard, especially the beat. That just like the heavy drums just oh my god. Take me back.
Oh yeah. Take me back, dude. Take me
So,
fucking
on
back.
today's episode of Where's Playboy Cardi? Cardi! Pew! Playboy Cardi, Whole Lot of Red, still not out this year. Big hype behind it. Where's Cardi? Is he alive? Is he dead? Where's Lil Uzi? Where are all these albums? Uzi, Cardi, both getting fucked.
By their
You
labels.
guys want to talk about that?
I don't have a whole lot of knowledge on it, but if you want to elaborate.
Yeah.
Just,
I know.
I mean, they both got their albums delayed, and there's a bunch of leaks for both.
I think
Dude.
I've heard a little bit about Lil Uzi Vert being like a slave to his label.
Oh yeah, there's a
And
lot going on.
He like didn't he like want to release an album this year and they just like
Yeah.
kept pushing it back.
Well, he got sued or something, right? Steve,
don't
he
know.
got like copyright strikes or some shit.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Speaking
yeah.
of
You told-
copyright, did you hear Juice World getting sued for Lucid Dreams?
No.
Never even heard that song.
Yeah, you have, dude.
No, I haven't.
I guarantee you have.
It's the one Nick Mirror produced it. It has like a Sting sample.
I'm not fucking with Juice WRLD.
Dude, I guarantee you've heard the song.
It's like
No,
the
no, I don't fuck with Juice WRLD.
you
Everyone-
don't
heard
fuck
the
with
song.
Juice World like that.
I haven't heard Lil Peep. I haven't heard Juice WRLD. Like, there's some artists I don't fuck with.
I feel
Dude, I'm
like you
telling
would
you,
like
everyone's
Juice
heard
World
it.
though.
Yeah, you'd love Juice World, dude. He's
What? He's a
Him and-
corporate. He's an
him
industry
and-
plant.
Dude, everyone's
who
an industry
cares
plant.
about industry plans?
I do. I care so much about industry plants and ghostwriting. That's why I don't fuck with Drake. And I don't want to get into the Drake thing right now, but
Jumex is an industry plant.
yeah, he is.
I don't
He
mind the
is.
ghostwriting
Juice
thing.
World is not an industry plant.
Yes, he is.
Juice
No,
World
oh,
was
yes,
discovered by Nick Mira,
Who's that?
a YouTube producer. He produces for Internet Money. He basically produced like a bunch of bangers by Juice World, and he discovered him from SoundCloud and brought him to the studio, and they just recorded a bunch of shit, and he like blew up.
That's what you gotta do.
But I don't see why you're calling him an industry plant. And even if he was an
Yeah.
industry plant, I wouldn't care.
Oh, you guys don't care about industry plants?
No,
That's dude. Every
You still-
Disney Channel.
you still gotta have talent.
No,
Yeah, you do.
dude. I feel like you gotta earn. You gotta earn it.
I think that's kind of like a backwards mindset, dude.
Because how are you gonna be a good artist if like you come up on Disney Channel, people write everything for you, like all your songs are ghostwritten.
Okay, but just
Come on.
because it's ghostwritten, that doesn't mean that there's no element of talent to it. Like, you gotta come up with a melody, you gotta come up with good delivery, you gotta come up
Dude,
with
they
like,
can
good
come up with
timing.
that
Well, then why wouldn't they just do it themselves?
Because
because
they need a plant. They need someone to filter.
yeah, they
the
need a
art.
plant. They need a plant.
Well, if it still makes good music, then why does it matter?
It's like Rihanna because there is that who's that one artist on Rihanna's label that Jay-Z like fucked over because she was uglier, older, like in all their songs that are like, gonna go to her went to Rihanna and Rihanna blew up. Like it's kind of sad. You gotta fit the shtick, especially for females.
Okay, I
Especially for
understand that.
females. And as much as I like to hate on what's her face, Billie Eilish, because
Billie Eilish.
don't even get Yeah, don't even get me started. But anyway, like at least she came up from the streets, you know.
Dude, Billie Eilish is extremely talented.
Right.
Hey, can I drop a Lizzo shout out right now? I've been
Yeah.
loving all the new Lizzo songs.
Yeah, I fucks with Lizzo.
Ariana Grande
Ooh,
on the new Lizzo track. Like,
I hate
it's
Ariana
cool.
Grande. But
Fuck, they got Ariana Grande. I don't like that.
dude, come on.
Industry
All the
pop.
Ariana heads are out here trying to cancel Lizzo. It's cancel culture.
Wait, why?
Don't know. Ariana,
I
Lizzo.
think it's because Ariana wasn't credited on this song or something. But it
Well, I
wasn't.
feel like that's worked out between artists anyway. So it's like, why are you canceling?
Yeah, it's stupid because like Lizzo didn't even make that call. She wasn't even the one like putting it out. It was like her people, so
It's cancel culture.
Yeah, I'll just say right now though, like I respect any artist that does it, like Suicide Boys or like Billie Eilish or anyone that like comes up just grinding, like not industry plants. I don't like industry plants.
there's
Man,
there's a lot of those though. There's a lot of people
Sure.
that come up by themselves.
Everyone
Yeah.
comes up by themselves.
No, not everybody.
Not Jumex, but like all the real artists. Like the real industry plans get weeded out by the public. Like we're like, no, we're not gonna buy this.
No, dude, look at Joe Bros. Joe Bros
And
are
I do love Jumex, and I do love the Joe Bros.
Joe Bros have talent.
exactly
Joe Bros are talented, dude.
One Direction.
One Direction's talented. They just got their start from a big corporation.
He's right. Yeah, that's right. It's true.
If we didn't have Joe Bros on Disney Channel, then we probably wouldn't know about them. But that doesn't cancel out their talent. That doesn't take away from how good their music is.
Dude, I miss emo Joe Bros. Like, if you look at their first video, they all had scene hair and shit. Like,
Yeah, I think you're talking about Hold On, and that song fucking bangs.
Wait,
Yeah.
can I watch this right
I would
Like, that was the best Joe Bros.
I would venture to say that they're a pop punk giant just because of that video.
Well, that was like the one pop punk song, and then that phase ended, so like Disney shifted to like more like pop.
Yeah, it was kind of
They like caught the end of the pop punk era, and Disney, you know, like corporate plant had to just change it.
But they also have other heaters. They have like Burning Up, that's a fucking heater.
Burning Up, kind of, yeah.
Did you guys hear like their newer stuff? Didn't they release an album this year?
Dude, this is perfect.
I told you.
This is the Joe Bros we've always wanted.
Yeah, the emo bros.
Yeah.
Like Year 3000, Hold On, those were like pop punk bangers.
They are industry plans, though, confirmed. Even
Yeah.
this song.
Yeah, like they're confirmed industry plants.
Like, they don't even have a drummer in their band. Where... like,
Yeah.
this is all produced.
They're three twins. Like it doesn't get much better than that for industry. It's like, oh, so they got the brother family thing going.
I mean,
Perfect.
triplets.
Triplets, yeah.
I don't think
They're
they
not
are
even
triplets
triplets
at all.
though. Wait, hold on.
Well, they're all fucking brothers though. They're all attractive. Like they're like it's perfect industry plant material. Emo, like e-boy bait.
But
Yeah.
well, if you want to talk about artists that are not industry plants and that are talented, there's tons of like, especially in the DIY emo community and the indie rock community, there's tons of people that are touring, doing house shows, doing like small venues that are working really hard and they're not getting a lot of money or recognition because of it. So would you be
Well-
upset if like a corporation got a hold of them and then they
No.
had the talent initially and they were just brought to a bigger platform?
Yeah, if you have talent initially.
Well, I would
I
venture to say that a
guess.
lot of industry plants have the initial talent.
No, I feel like they just have like the initial image, and then the plant part is like, okay, well, they have the look or they have the shtick, the X factor, so let's give them like the commercial, like really nice production, ghost written pop songs.
Okay, yeah, I would say some industry plants are like that. But like what you said about Joe Bros or One Direction, like I would not feel that way. because they
Well, I
do
feel like
have
One
the initial
Direction they were
talent.
on like a show anyway, so they already were like grinding.
Yeah,
So
and
like
then they
they're probably
also
gonna make
had
it.
good solo careers after One Direction.
Yeah, like some people are gonna make it either way. Like if you're talented and you keep working, you're gonna make it either way. Like I don't know.
Steve,
Any
what do you think?
thoughts, Steve?
I want to say the Love Bug video by Jonas Brothers really hits. It hits. The songwriting, the production value. You know, feed it to me, Disney Channel. You know, I hate the Disney Channel. I'll never support that corporation. I'll never support Disney. But I love the money. I love the money, and I love when they just pump it into an artist.
Steve is
Um,
like going down a wormhole about, or a rabbit hole about Joe Bros right now.
Yeah.
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 All right.
That's
Well,
what we got, boys.
there's like one more thing I want to talk about, but it's just like a quick little interjection.
Okay.
And then we can probably end it off because we're at about 40 minutes right now.
All right.
I think today actually there is a new AWOL Nation single,
Yeah.
Whoa.
and I haven't heard it yet, but I think we should talk about it next week because I'm really interested in what they have planned for us. I hope we get a new AWOL Nation album by the end of this year. But if you look at the cover art, it's like a skull with like this weird, like it almost looks like a tribal mask on it, and it's like on a stand. And I'm just
Weird.
really excited because I think if it's anything like Run or Megalithic Symphony, I'll be like a huge fan of it.
Yeah.
So-
Wasn't a huge fan of the last AWOL Nation album.
No, I wasn't either. But the two that I mentioned, I was like,
Yes.
stan.
Huge fans. Huge. Yes.
Like I still bump
Give
those
us
daily.
Megalithic.
Yeah, they still hold up to this day.
Oh yeah. So yeah, we'll definitely be talking about that. And then also, quick plug, we just put out a Hot Mulligan video for the band Hot Mulligan, little bio on them, so check that out on the channel. We do have our Twitter account set up. It is at Valiant EFFHUB at Valiant F Hub. It's a little weird, but that's all that was available. So I'll link that in the
Valiant F Hub.
description. Anything you guys want to say?
I want to say happy Halloween. Hope everyone stayed safe last week. No razor blades and candy. No cyanide or arsenic laced pixie sticks, anything like that. All right. Have a good one. Catch you next week,
Especially
boys.
no marijuana edibles. That's the
Yes.
worst.
No.
No,
No.
give
Like,
that to
who's
our
gonna
children.
who's gonna give out marijuana edibles?
Hey man.
Who in their right mind would?
All right.
It's like giving out $10 a pop. Come on, guys. Hard times.
All right.
All right.
Well, we will see you guys next week, and have a good week.
Yeah,
Bye.
bye.